students. In the previous lecture, we finished the lesson number 4, quadratic equation. Today, we are going to start the new lesson, lesson number 7, coordinate geometry. When you coordinate your mind and body, you have unlimited access to the wisdom of the universe. So, the method of describing the location of point in this way was proposed by the French mathematician René Descartes. He proposed further that curves and lines could be described by equation using this technique, thus being the first to link algebra and geometry. In honor of his work, the coordinates of the points are often referred to as its Cartesian coordinates and the coordinate plane as the Cartesian coordinate plane. Coordinate geometry is the vital part of geometry, which is the study algebraic equation using graph. It is considered that René Descartes as the inventor of coordinate geometry. Many researchers also name Descartes as inventor of coordinate geometry. Now we are going to see what we are going to learn in this lesson. First, in the introduction, x coordinate, that is abscissa, and y coordinate, that is ordinate. We know that in 9th standard already learned that xy plane, that is the Cartesian plane, in which the horizontal line is x-axis and the vertical line, that is y-axis. Due to the x and y-axis, your plane is divided into the 4 parts, and each parts we are going to see that it is a quadrant. So, in this way we learn already in 9th standard. Then we learn how to plot the given points when the x and y coordinates is given on the graph. Secondly, in this lesson we are going to learn our first concept, that is a distance formula. When we have given the 2 points coordinate, then we have to find the distance between these 2 points. Next we are going to learn, that is a section formula, and lastly we are going to learn, that is the area of triangle. So first I am going to tell you one by one what we are going to learn. First, that is xy plane, or we can say that Cartesian plane. In this we know that it is a horizontal line. The horizontal line is called x-axis and the vertical line, that is called y-axis. So here it is x-axis and here it is y-axis. Then we see that this plane is called xy plane or Cartesian plane. Due to x and y axis, your plane is divided into the 4 parts. Where they meet, that is 0, and this 0 is called origin, and the coordinates of origin always 0, 0. Now origin is denoted by always O letter. From origin to the right hand side, your numbers are positive on the x-axis, and from origin to the left hand side, your points are negative. Similarly, for the y-axis, from origin upside, your points or coordinates are positive, and for down it will be negative from the origin. In this way your plane is structured. Now we are going to see that each part is called the quadrant. Each part is called a quadrant. So first it will rotate according to the anti-clockwise direction. So it is a first quadrant, then we say that here second quadrant, then it is third quadrant, and it will be fourth quadrant. Now in the first quadrant, if you observe, the x-axis point and y-axis points both are positive numbers. So every point lies in the first quadrant, that is positive. Means x coordinate also positive, y coordinate also positive. Then in the second quadrant, if you observe that the x coordinate is negative and y coordinate is positive. So every point lies on second quadrant is minus plus form. Then in the third quadrant, x and y, both the coordinates are negative. And in the fourth quadrant, here the x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is negative. Already we learned in this 9th standard. Then we learn that what is the equation of x-axis and y-axis. Equation of x-axis. We know that every point lies on x-axis. Suppose here we can say that it is a point A. Then it lies on x-axis. So x coordinate is here 2 and here the y coordinate is 0. Here the y coordinate is 0. Hence we can say that the given point, that is A, lies on x-axis. Means for every point lies on x-axis, the y coordinate is always 0. Hence the equation of x-axis is y equals to 0. Similarly, if I take the point which lies on y-axis, then the coordinate of this point, x coordinate of B, will be 0 because it lies on only y-axis and it is at minus 2. So the coordinates of B is 0, minus 2, and here we observe that the x coordinate of the point B is 0. Hence we get the equation of y-axis is x equals to 0. It means that every point lies on y-axis whose x coordinate is always 0. So already we learn about xy plane in 9th standard. Now the next concept, that is the first concept from this lesson, that is a distance formula. Now what is a distance formula? We know that distance means we have to find the distance between the 2 points. Suppose here I take A and B when we have given the coordinates. For A we have given the coordinates as, so first I will write A's coordinates are x1, y1, B's coordinates are x2, y2. It is given to us. Then we have to find the distance between A and B. To find the distance between A and B. First, I will write here, see, AD is perpendicular to the x-axis and CE also perpendicular to the x-axis. So we can write angle D and angle E equals to R right angle. So in this way here we get both are right angle. Now AD is the perpendicular, so here also it makes right angle and here also it make right angle. Get it? So here if you say that angle ACE and angle ACB are form the linear pair, if it is of 90 degree, then this angle, that is angle ACB, also 90 degree. Hence from this we get triangle ACB is right angled triangle. See, again I am going to explain you. First what we will do, AD perpendicular to CE, it means perpendicular means the angle should be 90 degree. So at D position and E position the angle is 90 degree. As we say that AD is perpendicular, it means here also they are forming right angle. And AC, in this triangle, here we observe that angle ACB and ACE, they forms the linear pair. If one angle of 90 degree, other also 90 degree, because the sum of the linear pair is 180 degree. So 180 minus 90, it will comes 90. So here we get angle C equals to 90 degree and hence we can say that triangle ACB is a right angled triangle. Now in general, suppose if I want to find the distance between D and E, what I will do? I am going to subtract x2 minus x1, because we know that the number line, correct, if 0, 1, 2, like this numbers will become in your x-axis, then suppose if I consider 1 as a x1 and 2 as a x2, so which is greater here? Here 2 is greater than 1. So for finding the distance between these 2 points, we are going to subtract the smaller number from bigger number. So 2 minus 1, we get 1. So in this way, it is in a general form. So x1 and x2. So obviously here x2 is greater than x1 and hence the distance between x1 and x2 is equal to x2 minus x1. We get DE equals to x2 minus x1. We observe that quadrilateral A, C, D and E is rectangle, because here we get all the angles are 90 degree. So opposite sides are equal. Hence we can say that opposite sides AC equals to DE, and DE we find that x2 minus x1. Similarly, here I am drawing y and y, y2 and b is perpendicular, then c and y1 will be perpendicular. So again it will form a rectangle, and the distance between these 2 points, that is y2 minus y1, hence we get here BC equals to y2 minus y1. Same like this quadrilateral, here also one quadrilateral. Suppose here I am going to take one point, suppose it will be F, and here the point will be G. Then what happened? BF is perpendicular to the y-axis and CG is perpendicular to the y-axis. So here they are going to make all the three angles, we get 90 degrees. So remaining angle also 90 degree. So quadrilateral, we can say that BFGC is also rectangle, and we get that FG equals to BC equals to y2 minus y1. And now we come to our triangle, that is triangle ACB. In this we say that at C it is a right angle, then side opposite to the 90 degree is a hypotenuse. So we can apply here Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras theorem we can write, by Pythagoras theorem for triangle ACB, we get hypotenuse, that is AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. Now AB we don't know, AC we know that it is a x2 minus x1, and we required AC square, and BC that we see here, BC means y2 minus y1. So here we can put y2 minus y1 bracket square. So we get AB square equals to x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. Now we have to find AB only. So we have to remove this square. First we have to taking square root. So after taking square root, we get AB here equals to, in root of this whole term, that is x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. So here we get AB is equal to root x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. This is called the distance formula. It is called the distance formula for finding the distance between any 2 points. So in short, again I will explain you how it will derive. First we are going to take A's coordinate x1 y1, B's coordinate x2 y2. Then we draw the perpendicular from A and B to the x-axis, similarly to the y-axis. So when we draw the perpendicular from B to x-axis, here I will write the point E, whose coordinate will be x2, and A to D perpendicular we draw and at the position of x1. Then next we are going to draw the perpendicular C to G. We get here y1 coordinate, and B to F we get y2 coordinate, and we draw the perpendicular to the y-axis. Now if you observe here, when we draw the perpendicular, then all angles will be right angle, because perpendicular drawing, when drawing the perpendicular, we get here right angle. They makes the right angle. So angle D, E, C and A, they are going to be of 90 degree. So we can say that this is a rectangle and rectangle's opposite sides are equal. So here we get DE is equal to AC. First we find the DE. As we know that x1 will be the coordinate of D and x2 will be the coordinate of E. Then we have to find the distance between them. We have to subtract the smaller number from bigger one. So here x2 is greater than x1. So we get x2 minus x1. So we get the distance DE equals to, or length DE equals to, we get x2 minus x1. DE is equal to AC because opposite sides of rectangle are equal. So we can write here AC equals to DE equals to x2 minus x1. Similarly, for this rectangle, we get FG is equal to y2 minus y1 and opposite sides are equal. So BC also we get y2 minus y1. Then we are going to come to our right angle triangle, that is AC and B. In this triangle, we know that side opposite to the 90 degree is hypotenuse. So here AB will be the hypotenuse and we are going to apply the Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras theorem, we get AB square equals to AC square plus BC square. So AB square equals to AC square plus BC square. We have the value of AC. Here we wrote x2 minus x1. So I will write here x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 square. It is a value of BC. So we required AB only. So we are taking square root. After taking square root, we get AB square equal to square root of x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square, and this is called the distance formula. See, on the basis of distance formula, we get AB equals to root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. The first example from exercise 7.1, question number 1, find the distance of the points minus 5, 7 and minus 1, 3. So first we are going to write the coordinates. Let A equals to minus 5, 7 and B equals to minus 1, 3. So here we write first x1 equals to, the first point's coordinates are x1, y1 and second point's coordinates are x2, y2. So x1 will be here minus 5, y1 will be here 7, then x2 equals to minus 1 and y2 equals to 3. So we know the formula, that is by distance formula. AB is equal to, we can write first the formula x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So here we get x, we have to put the values only. So y2, that is minus 1 minus x1 will be minus 5 bracket square plus y2 is here 3 minus y1 is 7. So here we get root of, now first we will open this bracket, minus 1 and this minus become plus. So plus 5 bracket square plus 3 minus 7, plus minus sign of bigger number. So here minus 4 square will be left. Again here if you see that minus 1 plus 5, that that is plus 4 bracket square, and here minus 4 square. 4 square it will be 16, and minus 4 square means minus 4 into minus 4, it is also plus 16. We know that the square of negative number and positive number is always positive. So here we get 16 plus 16, root of 32. We can keep as it is as answer, that is the distance AB equals to root of 32 units, or we can simplify this 32 as, we know that 16 2s are 32, 16 is the square of 4, so 16 will come out, it will be 4 root 2. So we can write AB equals to root 32 units, or we can write AB equals to 4 root 2 units. Both the answers are correct for the final exam. So in this way we can apply the distance formula to find the distance between these 2 points. Now the second question, we have to find the distance of the points A, B and minus A, minus B. So first we take the points A's coordinates equals to A, B, and B's coordinates equals to minus A, minus B. So here first I will write x1 equals to A, y1 equals to B, x2 equals to minus A, and y2 equals to minus B. Now by distance formula, first we write the distance formula. So distance formula, applying AB equals to root of x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. So we get AB equals to root of, here x2 is minus A, this minus sign as it is, and x1 is A whole bracket square plus y2, that is minus B, and minus sign this middle, and y1 will be B. So if you observe here that minus minus add, so 1 time minus A plus 1 time minus A become minus 2A square, plus we get here also minus 1 minus B, it become minus 2 times B square. So we get here AB equals to root of minus 2 square, it is plus 4, and A square will be A square, and minus 2B square will be 4B square. Now here we can take common 4. So in root 4 into bracket A square plus B square. Now 4 is the root of 2. So we can take out 2 and in bracket A square plus B square as it is. Hence we get AB equals to 2 into bracket A square plus B square units, that is the distance between given 2 points. Now the question number 3, determine if the points 1, 5, 2, 3 and minus 2, minus 11 are the collinear. So first, what is the question? Here we have to check whether the given points are collinear or not. Now we know that what do you mean by collinear? Collinear, it means they are going to lies on same line. Suppose here A, B, C and D are the points. It is lies on only one line, then we say that the points are collinear. we are going to observe that suppose we have given 3 points, so I will take here also 3 points A, B and C. Here the three coordinates, that is 1, 5, 2, 3 and minus 2, 11. What do you observe from this figure? See here, first I am going to find the distance AB, then distance BC and distance AC also. The three distance we are going to find by using the distance formula. If we get the sum of two distances, that is AB plus BC equals to AC, if we get AB equals to AC plus BC, or we can say that AC equal to AB plus BC, or we can say that BC equals to AB plus AC. From these three possibilities are there. So one possibility will be occur for these three coordinates. Then we say that the points are collinear, because we initially don't know that where the points are exactly. A's coordinates don't know, B's coordinates don't know, C's coordinates don't know. So first we are going to find distance AB, BC and AC. Then from these three possibilities will be there. AB equal to AC plus BC might be, or AC equals to AB plus BC might be, or BC equals to AB plus AC. So we are going to check which is the possibility for here for this sum. So first we are going to take, let A's coordinates 1, 5, that is x1, y1. Then B's coordinates, that is 2, 3, and C's coordinates, that is minus 2, minus 11. So here first we find the distance AB by using distance formula. So for AB first, by here we can write x1 equals to 1, y1 equals to 5, x2 equals to 2 and y2 equals to 3. So by distance formula we get AB is equals to root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square, root of x2. x2 is here 2 minus x1 will be 1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1, that is 3 minus 5 bracket square. So here we get 2 minus 1, 1 will be left, 1 square, 3 minus 5, minus 2 are left, bracket square. Then we get 1 square will be 1 and 2 square will be, minus 2 square is 4. So here we get AB is equals to root of 5 units. Then secondly we can find BC. So for BC's, here the B's coordinates are x1, y1 and C's coordinates are x2, y2. So here x1 will be 2, y1 will be 3, then x2 equals to minus 2 and y2 equals to minus 11. Again by distance formula, BC equals to root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So here we get BC equals to root of x2, that is minus 2 minus x1 will be 2 bracket square plus y2 is here minus 11 minus y1 is 3. So we get here minus 2 minus 2, minus minus become plus, minus 4 square. Again here minus 11 minus 3 that is equal to minus 14 equals to, we get 4 square will minus 4 square will be 16 and it will be 196. 14 square 196. So we get BC equals to root of 16 plus 196, that is 6 plus 6 12, 1 carry, 1 plus 9 10 plus 1 11, 1 carry, 212 units. Similarly, we can find AC. For AC, we are going to take here x1 as our first coordinate, that is A's coordinate, 1 comma y1 will be 5, x2 is equals to, now C's coordinates minus 2 and y2 is equal to minus 11. So AC is equal to, we can write in root of, I am not writing the formula here, or see here, x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. So we can write directly in root x2 minus x1 square. It means minus 2 minus 1 bracket square plus minus 11 minus 5 bracket square. So here we get AC equals to minus 3, minus 2 minus 1 minus 3 square plus minus 16 square, because minus 11 and minus 5 become minus 16. So we get minus 3 square will be 9 and 16 square it will be 256. So if we add, we get AC equals to 9 plus 6 5, then 15 1 carry, 5 plus 1 6, 265 units. Here we can see that in root AC's value is greater than BC and AB. So we can write here AC is not equal to AB plus BC. AC is not equal to AB plus BC. Hence we can say that the given points A, that is 1 comma 5, B, that is 2 comma 3, and C minus 2 comma minus 11 are not collinear. If we get AC equal to AB plus BC, then we say that the given points are collinear. So in this way we have to check whether the given points are collinear or not.